Yuji Itadori is an incredible talent fighter even before he gains access to cursed energy. Yuji's physical abilities are exceptional. He possesses superhuman strength, speed, and stamina which allow him to perform feats far beyond the capabilities of a normal person. His agility and reflexes enable him to outmaneuver curses and execute powerful attacks with precision. Yuji's natural athleticism forms the foundation of his combat style, making him highly effective in hand-to-hand combat situations. After swallowing one of Sukuna's fingers, Yuji becomes a vessel for Sukuna, the king of curses. Although he does not inherently have a traditional curse technique like other sorcerers do. Instead, Yuji utilizes his curse energy to amplify his physical attacks, resulting in devastating blows. His fighting style is a combination of martial arts and brute force with cursed energy enhancing his power. Divergent Fist is one of Yuji's notable techniques. It occurs when Yuji's punch is followed by a delayed burst of cursed energy, but it is still proved to be highly effective in combat, especially against weaker curses. As Yuji's control over cursed energy improves, he learns to execute Black Flash, a technique that involves delivering a strike with a massive boost of cursed energy at the exact moment of impact. Black Flash significantly amplifies the power of Yuji's attacks, allowing him to deal immense damage to his opponents. The ability to perform Black Flash is a testament to Yuji's growth as a sorcerer, as it requires precision timing and a deep understanding of cursed energy manipulation. Yuji has shown the capability to perform multiple Black Flashes in succession, highlighting his potential as a sorcerer. Yuji's combat style is characterized by his determination and adaptability. He adjusts his tactics mid-fight, uses his environment to his advantage, and exploits his enemy's weaknesses. His ability to use cursed energy effectively, even without a specialized technique, makes Yuji a versatile and powerful sorcerer. Megumi Fushiguro is an incredible skilled sorcerer who wields the power of 10 Shadows technique inherited from the Zenin clan. This technique allows Megumi to summon and command up to 10 different Shikigami, each possessing unique abilities that help him in combat. So far, Megumi has summoned several notable Shikigami. Divine Dogs. These canine Shikigami are used for tracking, reconnaissance, and combat. After one of the Divine Dogs was destroyed, Megumi evolved the remaining one into a Divine Dog, totally making it more powerful and effective in combat. New, a winged Shikigami that Megumi uses for aerial attacks and battlefield mobility. New can generate electric shocks to damage opponents, adding an extra layer to Megumi's combat versatility. Toad. Megumi's Toad's Shikigami are capable of restraining enemies with their size and strength. He can summon multiple toads to bind his targets and create openings for attacks. The Great Serpent. This massive snake Shikigami is used for swift and direct attacks. Its size and speed make it ideal for surprise assaults against opponents. Max Elephant. One of Megumi's most powerful Shikigami, Max Elephant can generate massive amounts of water, allowing Megumi to overwhelm his enemies or manipulate the battlefield. Megumi's ability to adapt and evoke his Shikigami, as seen with the Divine Dog, Totality, demonstrates his creativity and understanding of his own power. He can also combine Shikigami or modify them to gain an edge in battle, adding a strategic element to his combat style. One of Megumi's most advanced techniques is his domain expansion, known as Chimera Shadow Garden. Chimera Shadow Garden enhances Megumi's combat abilities by creating a shadow-filled space where he has total control. Within this domain, Megumi can summon Shikigami and manipulate the shadows to his advantage, allowing him to overwhelm his opponents with relentless attacks. The ability to perform even an incomplete domain expansion is rare among sorcerers of his grade, highlighting Megumi's immense potential. In addition to his Shikigami, Megumi can also manipulate shadows in other ways. He uses his own shadow as a storage space to conceal weapons and tools, which he can quickly retrieve during battle. This grants him flexibility in combat as he can switch between different weapons and adapt to various situations on the fly. Megumi is also skilled in hand-to-hand combat, and his impressive physical abilities, including agility, reflexes, and endurance, complement his curse techniques well. By combining his martial arts skills with his Shikigami and strategic thinking, Megumi can become a highly adaptable and dangerous opponent who can engage enemies at both close and long ranges. His combat style focuses on using his Shikigami to control the battlefield, set traps, and exploit his enemies' weaknesses, making him one of the most promising young sorcerers in Jujutsu High. Nobara Kugisaki uses the straw doll technique, which allows her to channel cursed energy through nails and straw doll to attack curses. She can remotely damage her target by connecting them with a part of themselves using her Renaissance technique. Her signature move includes hairpin, controlling the trajectory of nails to hit enemies accurately. Nobara's cursed energy control is precise, allowing her to attack effectively from a distance, and she is also skilled at utilizing both offense and defensive tactics in battle. Nobara's abilities are particularly effective in combat situations where she can exploit a direct connection to her target. With the Resonance technique, she can deal internal damage to her enemies by targeting a piece of their body or something they're connected to. This makes her incredibly dangerous when facing curses that are vulnerable to her ability and to exploit their weak points. Additionally, Nobara has shown high level of adaptability by using her curse techniques even on herself, such as when she used her own body as a medium to inflict damage on Mahito's clones. Her primary weapons are her hammer and nails, which she imbues with cursed energy to enhance their effectiveness. Nobara's ability to use hairpin allows her to control the movement of these nails after they've been deployed, making her attacks unpredictable and difficult to evade. She's also capable of creating multiple layers of attack by embedding her nails into surfaces and then activating them to cause explosive effects, adding an extra dimension to her combat style. Nobara's combat combat effectiveness relies on her strategic use of cursed energy, her mastery of her tools, and her ability to think on her feet. Her straw doll technique allows her to deal damage remotely, which gives her an advantage in situations where direct confrontation isn't ideal. By combining her cursed energy with her weapons, Nobara can effectively engage enemies at close or long range, making her a versatile and formidable sorcerer. Her resilience and her willingness to endure pain to achieve victory further enhance her capabilities in battle. Satoru Gojo is the most powerful sorcerer in the Jujutsu world, holding the rank of special grade. His immense strength comes from two primary abilities. The Limitless technique is an inherited ability of the Gojo clan, and it grants Satoru control over space itself. With Limitless, Gojo can manipulate distances, creating both offensive and defensive techniques that make him almost untouchable in battle. One of Gojo's signature moves is Infinity, a defensive technique that creates an infinite barrier between himself and his opponents. Infinity slows down anything that approaches him, making it nearly impossible for enemies to land a hit. This ability, combined with Gojo's natural speed and reflexes, makes him virtually invincible in combat. Gojo also utilizes Curse Technique Lapse, Blue, and Curse Technique Reversal, Red, which are applications of his Limitless technique, and Blue is a force of attraction, creating powerful gravitational effects that pull in targets, while Red is a force of repulsion that blasts enemies away with immense force. These two techniques allow Gojo to control the battlefield, manipulating both enemies and the environment to his advantage. The Six Eyes is another powerful inherited ability that grants Gojo highlighted perception and advanced understanding of cursed energy. With the Six Eyes, Gojo can precisely detect and analyze cursed energy, making his techniques more efficient and allowing him to counter his enemies effectively. This heightened perception also reduces the amount of cursed energy he expends, giving him virtually limitless supply. Gojo's most powerful technique is his domain expansion known as Infinite Void. When activated, Infinite Void traps his opponents in a state where they receive an overwhelming amount of information, rendering them unable to move or act. This technique is nearly impossible to escape from and allows Gojo to easily finish off his opponents. Overall, Satoru Gojo's combination of Limitless, Six Eyes, and his domain expansion makes him an unstoppable force in the Jujutsu world. His overwhelming power, coupled with the mastery of cursed energy, places him far beyond any other sorcerer, and he serves as both a protector of humanity and a teacher at Jujutsu High, nurturing the next generation of sorcerers. Kento Nanami is a grade 1 sorcerer known for his practical approach and efficiency in combat. His primary technique is the ratio technique, which allows him to identify a critical weak point on any target by dividing its body into a ratio of 7 to 3rd. Striking at this critical point guarantees maximum damage, making Nanami's attacks highly effective and efficient. Nanami also uses a variation of his technique called Collapsed, which allows him to apply a large amount of cursed energy to a single strike. This ability can cause immense structural damage, often used to break through obstacles or defeat multiple curses in a single blow. In battle, Nanami wields a blunt sword that he imbues with cursed energy, which makes it a formidable weapon against curses. His combat style is methodical and calculated, delivering precise strikes that maximize damage while conserving energy. Unlike many other sorcerers, Nanami approaches sorcery with a strong sense of professionalism, treating his missions like overtime in work. Nanami's experience as both a former salaryman and a sorcerer allows him to maintain composure in high-pressure situations, making him a reliable and formidable fighter against powerful curses. Yuta Okkotsu is a special grade sorcerer whose abilities are closely tied to his bond with Rika Orimoto, a powerful vengeful curse. Yuta's bond with Rika, often called the Queen of Curses, provides him with an immense supply of cursed energy, making him one of the strongest sorcerers out there. Rika can manifest in combat to protect Yuta or assist in offensive attacks, and her presence significantly enhances Yuta's overall power. Cursed energy manipulation is Yuta's control over cursed energy is exceptional, allowing him to perform complex techniques and amplify his attacks with precision. The cursed energy provided by Rika grants him overwhelming power, rivaling even experienced special grade sorcerers. Yuta is highly skilled in swordsmanship, wielding a katana that he imbues with cursed energy, as this weapon, combined with his mastery of cursed energy, allows him to deliver powerful and precise strikes. His combat style is versatile, incorporating both a melee combat and a long-ranged cursed energy techniques. Yuta is capable of using reverse cursed technique, which enables him to convert negative cursed energy into positive energy for healing purposes. This rare skill allows him to heal both himself and others, making him an invaluable asset in battle, both offensively and as a support. With his training under Satoru Gojo, Yuta has honed his ability to adapt in various combat situations, balancing offensive and defensive strategies effectively. His ability to use Rika's power, combined with his swordsmanship and healing, makes him a well-rounded and formidable sorcerer capable of handling diverse challenges. These abilities, along with his immense potential and dedication, positions Yuta as a key player in the fight against powerful curses. Masamichi Yaga was a grade 1 sorcerer and the former principal of Tokyo Jujutsu High, known for his advanced curse puppet creation abilities. He wielded the Curse Corpse technique, a rare and powerful ability that allowed him to create and manipulate autonomous curse puppets. These curse corpses could move independently and even develop personalities of their own, making them extremely versatile in battle and other situations. One of his most significant creations is Panda, a sentient curse corpse capable of experiencing emotions, learning learning and growing stronger over time. Unlike ordinary curse puppets, Panda has a multiple cores within him, allowing him to switch between different forms with varying abilities, showcasing Yaga's skill in creating highly advanced constructs. Yaga's curse puppet creation went beyond combat utility. His creations exhibited lifelike characteristics and high intelligence, which added to their effectiveness in both offensive and defensive strategies. His abilities as a sorcerer and mentor were invaluable to Tokyo Jujutsu High, as he was instrumental in supporting students like Panda, providing both combat power and emotional guidance. Yaga's mastery over his curse technique allowed him to create corpses that were not merely tools but beings that could make independent decisions, demonstrating the depth of his skill in manipulating curse energy and giving life to his creations. Shoko Ieiri is a grade 1 sorcerer and a chief medical practitioner at Jujutsu High. She possesses the rare and highly valuable reverse curse technique, which allows her to heal injuries by reversing the flow of her cursed energy. Unlike most sorcerers who use their energy for offensive purposes, Shoko can manipulate her cursed energy to repair damaged bodies, making her an essential support sorcerer. Her ability to use the reverse curse technique is extremely complex and rare, as it requires precise control of negative and positive cursed energy, a skill that only very few sorcerers possess. Although she does not typically participate in the frontline combat, Shoko's presence is crucial as she provides medical assistance to injured sorcerers and students, helping them recover from the dangerous situations they face. Her medical expertise extends beyond healing with cursed energy, as she also serves as a pathologist, conducting autopsies and research on curses to provide insight into their nature. Shoko's role is vital to their operations of Jujutsu High, as she ensures the health and safety of her fellow sorcerers, making her one of the most indispensable non-combatants within the Jujutsu community. Yoshinobu Gakuganji is a grade 1 sorcerer and the principal of Kyoto Jujutsu High. Gakuganji is a highly skilled sorcerer with considerable combat abilities. His primary technique involves using electric guitar to channel and manipulate curse energy into a powerful sound waves that can be directed towards his enemies. This ability, called Curse Energy Discharge, allows him to convert his music into offensive attacks, showcasing his unique combat style. Gakuganji also possesses impressive physical abilities, which combined with his mastery of cursed energy makes him a formidable opponent in battle despite his age. His vast experience as a sorcerer and his authority within the Jujutsu world contributes significantly to his effectiveness, as he has a deep understanding of curse techniques and Jujutsu politics. Though he typically prefers to operate in an administrative and supervisory capacity, Gakuganji is more than capable of holding his own in combat, using both his musical technique and his seasoned combat skills to fight against powerful curses when necessary. Utahime Iori is a semi-grade 1 sorcerer and a faculty member at Kyoto Jujutsu High. She serves as an instructor and is responsible for training students at Kyoto Jujutsu High, playing a supporting role in their growth as sorcerers. Utahime's abilities involve curse singing, a technique that allows her to amplify the power of her allies through the use of ritualistic songs. This ability makes her an effective support sorcerer, enhancing the strength of her teammates in battle. Though the exact specifics of her technique have yet not been fully revealed, while she is not often seen engaging directly in combat, her contributions are invaluable when it comes to boosting the overall effectiveness of other sorcerers during high-stakes battles. Utahime's cursed energy control and her supportive nature have earned her the respect of her colleagues, and she works closely with other staff members at both Kyoto and Tokyo Jujutsu High to ensure the success and safety of her students. Despite her often cautious demeanor, Utahime's dedication to her responsibilities as a teacher and her capabilities as a sorcerer make her a reliable asset to the Jujutsu community. Maki Zenin possesses a range of impressive abilities despite her inability to use cursed energy, making her a standout sorcerer in Jujutsu Kaisen. Her most notable ability is her immense physical strength. Maki has trained her body to near superhuman levels, allowing her to easily overpower curses and even sorcerers with her raw strength alone. She can engage in close combat with ease, relying on her exceptional reflexes and agility. Her enhanced speed and reflexes make her highly agile, enabling her to dodge attacks and maneuver around her opponents with precision. Maki's proficiency with cursed tools is another key aspect to her combat style. Since she lacks cursed energy, she relies on cursed tools, special weapons infused with cursed energy to fight curses. Maki is adept at wielding a wide range of weapons, including polearms, swords, and various specialized tools, which makes her versatile in battle. Her mastery of cursed tools allows her to exploit the weaknesses of curses despite her inability to generate cursed energy herself. Maki also uses Heavenly Restriction, a condition placed on her at birth that removes her cursed energy but greatly enhances her physical abilities. This Heavenly Restriction provides her with the strength, durability, and agility far beyond than most sorcerers, effectively compensating for her lack of conventional jutsu abilities. After a significant confrontation with the Zenin family, Maki's abilities undergo a major transformation. She emerges with physical attributes that rival Toji Fushiguro's, another sorcerer sorcerer with the similar heavenly restriction. This transformation further enhances her speed, strength, and combat abilities to superhuman levels, allowing her to defeat multiple powerful opponents single-handedly. Maki's combination of raw power, combat expertise, weapon proficiency, and her determination makes her one of the most formidable fighters in the Jujutsu world, even without the use of curse techniques. Mai Zenin was a grade 3 sorcerer and a second-year student at Kyoto Jujutsu High. As a member of the Zenin family, she shared a complex relationship with her twin sister, Maki Zenin. Unlike Maki, who chose to leave the Zenin family, Mai remained despite the restrictive and toxic environment. Mai possessed cursed energy and could wield it to perform sorcery, but she lacked the same physical prowess and ambition as to her sister. One of her most notable abilities was her curse technique construction, which allowed her to create physical objects using cursed energy. This technique was extremely taxing on her, as constructing even small objects required a considerable amount of energy and concentration, with a significant toll on her stamina. Despite this, Mai oftenly used it to effectively manifest a single bullet, which she fired unexpectedly, catching her opponents off guard. Mai was also skilled with firearms, often using a revolver in combat. She combined her marksmanship skills with her ability to create extra bullets using her curse technique, which gave her an edge in battle. Her talent with firearms and her construction technique allowed her to engage in enemies at a distance, leveraging her position and control to support her allies. Although she lacked the physical abilities that her sister possessed, Mai demonstrated her strength in her own way, relying on her intelligence and unique skill set. The bond between Mai and Maki played a significant role in Mai's character development. She was deeply affected by the expectations placed on her by the Zenin family, and her resentment towards Maki for leaving the family and pursuing her own path created a complicated dynamic between them. Toge Inumaki possesses a powerful and unique technique called cursed speech, which allows him to imbue his words with cursed energy to combat and control his targets. This technique is inherited from the Inumaki clan and enables Toge to issue verbal commands that can paralyze, repel, or even immobilize curses and sorcerers. Depending on the command's intensity, Toge's cursed speech can have a wide range of effects, from simple commands like stop or sleep to more destructive orders like explode. The power of his cursed speech is determined by the amount of cursed energy he channels into his voice, making it highly effective in controlling the flow of the battle. Using cursed speech comes at a cost, as it places significant strain on Toge's throat and vocal cords. The more powerful the command, the greater the toll it takes on his body, which means that he has to be careful to not overuse it. To mitigate the strain, Toge carries the throat medicine to soothe his throat, allowing him to continue using his technique when needed. Despite these limitations, Inumaki has an excellent control over his cursed energy, allowing him to adjust the potency of his commands depending on the situation. He is also highly strategic, using his ability at crucial moments to provide support to his allies or to neutralize powerful opponents. In addition to his cursed speech, Toge is skilled in hand-to-hand combat and possesses impressive agility. This allows him to hold his own in physical confrontations when using his voice is not an option. His speed and quick reflexes make him an effective fighter who can maneuver around his opponents and position himself advantageously to use his cursed speech. Toge's intelligence and control over cursed energy and proficiency in cursed speech make him a formidable sorcerer, capable of altering the course of battles with a single word. Panda is a second-year student at Tokyo Jujutsu High and one of the most unique characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. He is a cursed corpse, a puppet infused with cursed energy and given life by Principal Yaga using the cursed corpse technique. Panda is a fully autonomous being capable of independent thought, emotions, and decision-making. He possesses a special feature called the 3 cores, the 3 distinct cores that provide him with different forms and abilities, effectively allowing him to switch between different modes during battle. Panda's primary form, often referred to as gorilla mode, gives him enhanced strength, agility, and combat skills, allowing him to engage in physical confrontation and delivers powerful blows. In addition to his primary core, Panda has 2 other cores that belong to his siblings. One of these is his gorilla core, which grants him increased speed, brute strength, and access to powerful close-range techniques, including his signature unblockable drumming beat, a heavy strike capable of overwhelming his opponents. The third core, referred to as the sister core, is something where Panda can transform into a bipedal triceratops form. The appearance of Panda's body becomes more slender and feminine, while his head takes on a wide triceratops shape. Panda claims his sister form destroys everyone who looks at her because of her shyness, but this form's abilities have not been displayed and its capabilities are still unknown. Panda's ability to switch between these cores makes him a formidable sorcerer, as he can adapt to various situations in battle. Each core has its strengths and capabilities, allowing Panda to use a mix of speed, power, and adaptability during combat. Beyond his physical abilities, Panda is a highly intelligent and emotional perceptive, and often is giving support and guidance to his peers at Jujutsu High. His uniqueness as a cursed corpse with his true emotions and self-awareness sets him apart from other cursed tools, making him not only a powerful fighter but also a valued friend and an ally amongst his fellow students. Atsuya Kusakabe is a grade 1 sorcerer and an instructor at Tokyo Jujutsu High. Kusakabe is known for his cautious personality, often avoiding a direct confrontation with powerful enemies unless absolutely necessary. He is a skilled swordsman wielding a katana imbued with cursed energy energy, which allows him to engage in close quarters combat effectively. Although Kusakabe is not frequently seen on the front line, he is capable of holding his own against strong opponents when required. Kusakabe's primary fighting style revolves around his swordsmanship abilities, utilizing his katana to deliver swift and precise strikes. He is proficient in channeling cursed energy into his blade, which enhances the power and sharpness of his attacks. Despite his impressive combat skills, Kusakabe tends to avoid unnecessary risk and prefers to not engage in dangerous situations without a clear advantage. He often prioritizes self-preservation and is vocal about his dislike for unnecessary battles, making him somewhat of a reluctant fighter compared to other sorcerers of his rank. Though Kusakabe's cautious approach may come across as reluctance, it reflects his strategic mindset and preference for survival over reckless heroics. Despite his risk-averse personality, he remains as a grade 1 sorcerer, which is a testament to his skills and capabilities. Demonstrating that he might not always be eager to battle, he is still a reliable ally when the situation demands it. Kinji Hakari is a third-year student at Tokyo Jujutsu High known for his rebellious and unpredictable nature. He often disregards authority and operates on his own terms, which led to his suspension from the school, and Hakari's approach to life is driven by his unique philosophy, where he likens the flow of luck and misfortune to a fever that can be harnessed to achieve greatness. He believes in controlling his own destiny through intense passion and a mindset that fuels his distinct curse technique and combat style. Unlike many Jujutsu sorcerers who abide by strict codes, Hakari embraces a sense of freedom and audacity, making him both a formidable and unconventional fighter. Hakari's abilities include a powerful curse technique that revolves around a domain expansion with a high risk-reward mechanic, inspired by the structure of the pachinko machine. His domain allows him to gamble with each move, granting him bursts of overwhelming power if he hits the jackpot. This unpredictability makes him a challenging opponent, as he can become nearly unstoppable when luck is on his side. Hakari's daring and high-risk approach makes him a fascinating character in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, embodying the thrill and tension of gambling within the realm of sorcery. Kirara Hoshi is another third-year student and a close associate of Kinji Hakari. Kirara possesses a unique curse technique that involves constellation-like markings, allowing them to manipulate the positions of people and objects. Kirara's loyalty to Hakari and their willingness to stand to authority makes him an interesting character and adding depth to their dynamics within Jujutsu High. Kokochi Muta, also known as Mekamaru, is a second-year student at Kyoto Jujutsu High. Due to a condition that leaves his body frail, Kokochi uses a puppet named Mekamaru to participate in battles. His ultimate Mekamaru is a powerful puppet that allows him to fight from a distance, and his intelligence and strategic mind makes him a formidable opponent. Despite his physical limitations, Kokochi's determination to contribute to the fight against curses is unwavering. Kasumi Miwa is a second-year student at Kyoto Jujutsu High and serves as a sorcerer with a sincere desire to help others. She uses a katana in combat and is known for her hard-working nature. Miwa admires Gojo and often feels out of her depth compared to other stronger sorcerers, but her dedication makes her a lovable character. She represents the everyman sorcerer, trying to make her best in a world filled with extraordinary talents. Noritoshi Kamo is a second-year student at Kyoto Jujutsu High and a member of the Kamo clan, one of the 3 great sorcery families. He uses blood manipulation, a powerful technique that allows him to control his own blood to attack or enhance physical abilities. Noritoshi has a stern and serious personality driven by his desire to prove himself to his family and carry on their legacy. His loyalty to his comrades and determination make him a key figure among the Kyoto students. Aoi Todo is a third-year student at Kyoto Jujutsu High and one of the most powerful students in the series. Todo is known for his immense physical strength and his boogie-woogie technique, which allows him to switch places with anything or anyone by clapping his hands. Despite his intimidating appearance, Todo is a passionate individual who values friendship and has a peculiar obsession with people's preference in women. His bond with Yuji Itadori during the exchange event is one of the highlights of the series, showing his depth beyond just being a powerhouse. Momo Nishimiya is a third-year student at Kyoto Jujutsu High who uses her broom to fly and provide support during battles. She serves as a scout and is skilled at gathering information. Momo's personality is straightforward and she has a strong belief in the importance of women being recognized for their abilities. Her insight and ability to provide strategic support make her an important asset to her team. Takuma Ino is a grade 2 sorcerer who works closely with Kento Nanami. Ino has a laid-back personality but takes his role as a sorcerer seriously when it matters. He uses the mask curse technique which enhances his physical abilities in combat. Ino's relationship with Nanami is akin to a mentor-mentee dynamic, and his potential to grow as a sorcerer is evident in his dedication. Mei Mei is an independent grade 1 sorcerer known for a cold and calculating personality. She values money above all else and takes on missions that promise high rewards. Mei Mei uses her black bird manipulation technique to control crows, which she uses for reconnaissance and combat. Her strength both in terms of cursed energy and her intelligence makes her a formidable sorcerer who prefers to work alone. Yuki Tsukumo is one of the only 4 special grade sorcerers. She is rarely seen in the main storyline but is known for her strong ideals and desire to solve the root causes of curses, rather than just exercising them. Yuki is interested in finding a way to eliminate the negative energy that gives rise to curses. Her unconventional approach and strength make her a unique figure in the Jujutsu world. Master Tengen is a mortal sorcerer who resides at the Jujutsu High barrier. Tengen is responsible for maintaining the barrier that protects Jujutsu High and other key locations. Though not a competent, Tengen's existence is crucial to the safety of Jujutsu world. Their immortality and barrier techniques makes them one of the most important figures in the Sorcerer Society. Naobito Zenin was the head of the Zenin clan and a special grade 1 sorcerer. He possessed the projection sorcery technique, which allowed him to divide a single second into 24 frames and manipulate movements within that time frame. Naobito was a skilled and confident sorcerer, though his personality reflected the traditional and often prejudiced views of the Zenin clan. Naoya Zenin is a member of the Zenin clan and a skilled sorcerer who also uses projection sorcery. He is ambitious and aims to become the head of the Zenin family, often displaying arrogance and dismissive attitude towards others. Naoya's abilities and his desire to prove himself make him a formidable and albeit antagonistic character within the Jujutsu world. Ogi Zenin is a former member of the Zenin family and father to Maki and Mai Zenin. He is a grade 1 sorcerer known for his strict and traditional views, as Ogi looked down on his daughters due to the perceived lack of potential, and his harsh treatment of them highlights the toxic environment within the Zenin clan. Despite his strength, Ogi's prejudices and actions make him one of the most negative influences within the Zenin family. Jinichi Zenin is also another member of the Zenin clan, known for his stern personality and adherence to the clan's views. He is a grade 1 sorcerer and often acts to the clan's interest, prioritizing their status and influence within the Jujutsu world. Jinichi's commitment to the clan makes him a prominent figure amongst other Zenin sorcerers. Hajime Kashimo is a powerful sorcerer participating in the culling game. Known for its battle prowess and relentless pursuit of strong opponents, Kashimo uses his cursed energy to create devastating lightning attacks. His intense desire to fight formidable adversaries make him a dangerous and unpredictable participant in the culling game. Hana Kuruso, also known as Angel, is a mysterious sorcerer with the ability to negate curse techniques. She plays a crucial role in the culling game, as her technique has the potential to free Satoru Gojo from the prison realm. Despite her angelic moniker, Hana's true intentions are shrouded in mystery. Hiromi Higuruma is a former lawyer turned sorcerer who participates in the culling game. He possesses the judgment curse technique, which allows him to manifest a court-like domain to judge others based on their actions. Higuruma's background as a lawyer influences his sense of justice, making him a unique and morally complex character within the Jujutsu world. Fumihiko Takaba is a comedian turned sorcerer who participates also in the culling game. He possesses a unique curse technique called comedian, which allows his actions to become a reality as long as they're perceived as funny. Takaba's eccentric personality and unpredictable abilities make him an unusual yet intriguing participant in the culling game. Rin Amai is a participant also in the culling game who has a history with Yuji Itadori from their time in junior high. Amai is a somewhat timid character who often finds himself caught between conflicting loyalties. His involvement in the culling game adds complexities to Yuji's journey, as Amai must decide where his true allegiance lie. Hanyu is a minor participant in the culling game who possesses a curse technique that allows them to gain limited control over wind. Although not one of the strongest sorcerers, Hanyu's abilities to manipulate wind provide support during battles, making them a useful ally in certain situations. Haba is also another participant in the culling game, known for his ability to manipulate hair to attack his opponents. His curse technique allows him to control the length and movement of his hair, turning it into a weapon. Though not among the most powerful sorcerers, Hanaba's unique ability makes him a versatile fighter. Yoruzu is an ancient sorcerer reincarnated as a player in the culling game. Yoruzu possesses a vast amount of cursed energy and is known for his unpredictable and chaotic fighting style. His formidable strength and experience make him a dangerous opponent in the deadly culling game. Registar is another participant in the culling game with a unique curse technique that allows him to manifest items from receipts he carries. Registar is a cunning individual who uses creativity and resourcefulness to gain an advantage in battles, making him a notable figure within the culling game. Remy is one of the other participants in the culling game who partners with Registar. She possesses a curse technique that allows her to control her hair like a whip, using it to attack opponents, and as Remy's loyal to Reggie and her willingness to do whatever it takes to survive make her an unpredictable and dangerous participant. Iori Hazenoki is a participant also in the culling game who possesses a curse technique that allows him to explode his body parts and regenerate them. This explosive ability makes Hazenoki a formidable opponent, as he can use his body as a weapon while remaining resilient in combat. Chizuru Hari is known for his aggressive and reckless fighting style during the culling game. Hari possesses a curse technique that enhances his physical abilities, allowing him to overwhelm opponents with brute strength, and his relentless nature make him a challenging opponent during the Culling Game arc. Dhruv Lagdawala is an ancient sorcerer participating in the Culling Game, as Dhruv possesses a unique curse technique that allows him to create and control multiple Shikigami. His mastery of Shikigami manipulation combined with his strategic thinking makes him a formidable opponent in the deadly game. Ryu Ishigori is a reincarnated sorcerer and known for his overwhelming firepower. Ryu possesses a vast amount of cursed energy and uses a powerful curse technique that can unleash devastating blasts. Ryu's thirst for a worthy fight drives him to seek out of the strongest opponents in the Culling Game. Takako Yuro is a former assassin and possesses a curse technique that allows her to manipulate the sky, giving her control over spatial positioning. Takako's combat experience and her versatile technique makes her a dangerous and highly skilled fighter. Charles Bernard is another participant in the Culling Game who is also a manga artist. He possesses a unique curse technique that allows him to predict the movements of his opponents by drawing manga panels depicting their future actions. Charles' artistic ability and curse technique make him a formidable sorcerer. Hagane Daido is a sword-wielding participant in the Culling Game with no innate cursed energy, however his exceptional swordsmanship allows him to cut through curses and opponents with ease. Daido's mastery of the sword and his ability to perceive and interact with cursed energy make him a powerful and unpredictable fighter. Rokojushi Mio is a martial artist participating in the Culling Game. He possesses a unique curse technique that allows him to enter a special stance, greatly enhancing his physical abilities and combat prowess. Mio's dedication to martial arts and his powerful technique makes him quite a formidable opponent in the Culling Game. Riko Amanai was the Star Plasma Vessel tasked with merging with Master Tengen to reset his immortality. Though not a sorcerer herself, Riko played an important role in the storyline involving Satoru Gojo and Suguru Geto. Her strong will and desire to live a normal life made her a sympathetic character whose fate deeply impacted those around her. Angel, who is an ancient sorcerer from the Heian era, has reincarnated into the body of Hana Kuroso. She possesses the unique ability to nullify any curse technique, making her a pivotal character in the series. Angel coexists symbiotically with Hana, sharing control over their shared body. Arata Nita is a first-year student at Kyoto Jujutsu High and the younger brother of Akira Nita. Arata wields a rare healing technique known as Painkiller, which prevents existing injuries from worsening. Though it doesn't heal them entirely, his supportive abilities are invaluable during critical missions. Kaito Yuki is a first-year student at the Fukuoka branch campus of the Tokyo Jujutsu High. Kaito values discipline and holds a strict adherence to the rules of Jujutsu High. He harbors a particular disdain for Yuji Itadori, believing that Yuji's existence contradicts Jutsu's principles. Kensuke Nagino is the principal of the Fukuoka branch campus of Tokyo Jujutsu High. Kensuke is a middle-aged man characterized by a shoulder-length slick back hair, beard, and eye patch over one eye. His leadership and experience are instrumental in guiding young sorcerers. And lastly, Yu Haibara is a former student at Tokyo Jujutsu High and a close friend of Kento Nanami. Known for his bright and optimistic personality, Haibara was deeply admired for his genuine kindness and dedication to protecting others. His positivity and enthusiasm for being a Jujutsu sorcerer stood out, as he embraced his duties wholeheartedly and sought to help others despite the risks and challenges that come with exercising curses. Haibara's spirit was an inspiration to those around him, especially Nanami, who was significantly impacted by his friend's pure-heart approach to life and sorcery. Tragically, Haibara's promising journey as a Jujutsu sorcerer was cut short when he died on a mission, leaving behind a lasting influence on those who knew him. His death profoundly affected Nanami, leading him to question the nature of his work and the values of his sacrifice. Haibara's legacy endures a reminder of the harsh realities of the Jujutsu world and the cost of protecting others, yet his unshakable optimism continues to inspire those who remember.